Hey, today we're in Fountain Hills and we're going to do a full vlog tour. So if you are interested in Fountain Hills and everything about Fountain Hills, then you're going to want to listen to this tour. We're going to start our vlog tour here at Fountain Park in Fountain Hills. And this is probably one of my favorite places in the whole Fountain Hills area. So as you can see behind me, we've got the fountain going off. Now that fountain goes off every hour on the hour for about 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, we've got a full walking path around the lake. And this lake, I don't remember how many gallons it is, but it's about 1.25 miles to walk all the way around it. So in the morning, you'll see a lot of people out here walking around the park with their dogs. And then if you can see all these posts, they're lighted actually as well. So you can walk here at night too.
And hey guys, excuse the sunglasses today. It's always a bright one out here in Arizona. You gotta protect those eyes. As you can see right behind us here, this is a splash pad that they have over at the Fountain Hills Park. Great way for the kids to just have fun, get out of the heat, cool down a little bit, and let you enjoy these amazing views that we have all around us. What do you think?
It's not too busy today because the kids are already in school, but during the summer this place is hopping with a lot of families.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the mornings this time of year, going and taking a walk all around the fountain. About 1.5 mile loop all around. Great way to exercise, plus fantastic views while you're doing it.
And right behind us, as you can see, there's a little shopping center. There's a couple of restaurants, a coffee shop, and several other shops. So if you're not into exercise, or maybe you have gone for a walk around the park and want to get a drink afterwards, there's plenty of opportunities for you to grab something to eat or drink. Or just, hey, take advantage of the views.
Exactly. And I know myself, after I take a long walk or a jog for 1.5 miles or so, quite thirsty. So great spots right in here. Just go grab a drink, grab some water, relax, and still enjoy the wonderful views. So hey Barb, what's your favorite thing about the Fountain Park over here?
Well, again, I just really enjoy walking around the park in the morning. You do a couple of laps and you've gone 2.5, 3 miles. The other thing I really like about the park here is all the events that they have taking place. So in February, they had the Concours in the Hills, which is a huge car show. So they have hundreds of cars that they bring in from all over the country. And they park them all on the sidewalks and the grass around the park.
So if you see behind me, all that grass area there, it's going to be parked with hundreds and hundreds of cars, from rare cars to special cars to kind of everything in between. Great spot to go to. Then here also at the fountain, they have the 4th of July festivals, where they have the fireworks going right over top of the fountain, as well as St. Patty's Day. They have whole events here with food trucks. They dye the fountain green. It's really just a fun time.
Yeah, and they have concerts. So on the other end of the park is a little pavilion area, amphitheater, and they have concerts in the park there. They have sunrise service at Easter. So they really take advantage of creating lots of different events and activities using the park.
Absolutely. All right, guys, as we're coming up right here, we have a great little park that was just fully redone here at the Fountain Park. As you can see, covered areas all around to keep you in the shade. They have all kinds of different fun things for the kids to go around and play with. Jungle gyms, slides.
Yep, they have picnic areas with barbecues. They have the small kids area, and then over there, I don't know if you can see, but they have the big slide that they just put in. So great place to bring families. And if you live here and maybe you have a family that's visiting from out of town, this is a great place to come and spend the day with the kids.
Well guys, as you can see us walking here, this is one of the great paths. All of these little bollards you see right next to me, all light up at night, so makes it fun to walk at night, during the day. I know sometimes during summer it's a bit hot to be out here doing too much walking in the middle of the day. So that's why having all those lights here is nice. Can come around, enjoy the beautiful evenings where it cools down quite a bit.
Yep, and now we are walking to the Veterans Memorial that has been erected in the park area. So they do services here during Veterans Day, Memorial Day, to honor all of our veterans. So they've got a whole plaque with all the people that have served from this area. You can see the sign. The flags are flying at half-mast right now.
So as you see again right behind me, a little closer view of the memorial that they have here with the plaques of all the sponsors, the benefactors, the friends. Nice little walkway here. And then right behind me is a cool little spot. They have a howitzer back from World War II right here as well on display, which is just a cool little area. And right behind me you can see the flags and little like parkway area here, all overlooking the fountain right behind. Another cool little thing about the fountain area here is they actually have disc golf, and they perform some of their disc golf championships over here as well. So if you're into it and you want to play, it's a great spot, or if you just like watching and want to come to one of their events, also just a fun time in general. All right guys, if you're wondering where exactly Fountain Hills is, it's right in the far east northeast corner of the valley. If you take a look here on the map, you've got an arrow pointed right to it for you. So as you can see right behind me, this is the strip, or basically downtown Fountain Hills. Right next to the fountain, give you a quick little look. As you can see, overlooks the fountain right here. It's a beautiful little kind of just strip down the Avenue of the Fountains here that has a bunch of different restaurants, such as All American right here. There's a sushi spot, kind of all kinds of different things right in here. Some shopping.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite restaurants here, All American. Number one, it overlooks the park. It's a great view. They have a great happy hour. I think they have like $5 burgers and sliders and beers and wines. And so if you're looking for a great happy hour spot, this would be a great one to check out.
Definitely. And then right behind over there, we also have a couple other restaurants. Shopping center right down the streets up behind us as well, which we'll show you shortly. Just overall a great little spot right here in the heart of Fountain Hills.
Now this location also is, they have two big events every year called the Fountain Hills Great Fair. And so they block off this whole area, and they have vendors and artists all the way up and down both sides. So I think they have one in the fall and one in the spring. So again, lots of great events and activities to do and things to do in Fountain Hills.
Absolutely. And then right behind me here is where the car show is that we mentioned before, as well as they have arts fairs and a bunch of other events and stuff all throughout the year to keep you busy right here in Fountain Hills.
All right, we're driving up Avenue of the Fountains, and you can kind of see the downtown area. So there's restaurants and Pilates studios, there's real estate agent offices, there's a lot of cute little shops, there's a kitty rescue place, a jewelry store, another real estate office, so lots of cute little offices. A little bit more about Fountain Hills, kind of who lives here. So Fountain Hills does tend to be a little bit older and attract a lot of second homeowners and people that are looking to retire here. It's kind of known to be a bedroom community, which means there's not a lot of businesses and other services like that you know, bring in a lot of the tax dollars. So people that live out here like it because it's quiet, not a lot of you know, like I said, a lot of business traffic that would bring people out here. So most of the traffic is just the people that live in the community. So another thing that people like about Fountain Hills is the how close it is to the airport. There's our post office. A little bit more of our, here's our town hall area. So it is, even though it is in the far northeast corner of the valley, it's still, if you take the back way to get to the airport, it is only a 30-minute drive to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. The other thing is it's really close. If you are into boating and like to do those kinds of things, it's really close to Saguaro Lake. You're probably like 20 minutes from Saguaro, so you can get out there on your boat. You can do kayaking. They have rental boats available. They have stand-up paddle boards, lots of options for boating and water sports. There's hiking trails out there. I know a lot of people take their four-wheelers and go four-wheeling out that way. So really, really close to that. And then about another hour or so up the road is, hour and a half maybe, is Payson. So when it's hot here in the summertime, you can drive up to Payson and it can be like 20 degrees cooler up in Payson. So again, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to get up to the Payson area from here. So when it comes to housing in Fountain Hills, you have a lot of options. There's, of course, we have apartment complexes, but we also have a lot of condo communities like the ones that you see here. So some of these are actually little patio homes. So you might have, you know, someone attached to you on one side or the other. But again, lots of condos. Some of them have great views of the fountain. So these typically, a lot of winter visitors would purchase these as a second home, and they just love coming here because it is so close to the fountain. You can just do a hop, skip, and a jump over and get in your morning exercise and then go have a cup of coffee with your friends, meet your friends out there. So this is what the condos look like, some of the condos in Fountain Hills anyway. Okay, kind of on the far northern section of Fountain Hills is the middle school. Now there's one high school, one middle school, and one elementary school here in Fountain Hills. So we're at the middle school. We are in one of the older Fountain Hills neighborhoods, so you can see most of the homes here are going to have a two-car garage. Most of them are going to be single level. Most of them are going to be a custom home, so there's not too many in the older section of Fountain Hills. There's not too many subdivisions, if you will, where it's the same builder. So you can see there's a kind of a different look and feel to most of these homes. Most of them are going to have tile roofs, and I don't know if you can see, but Fountain Hills, the reason it has this name is most of it is very hilly. So thank God we don't have snow in the winter time. Otherwise, this might be a very difficult place to move in and out of. So these homes in here, like I said, most of them are going to be your single level homes, probably priced right now, you know, mid 2022. Most of these homes are going to be maybe $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. So again, I don't know if you can see, but you know, most of them, everything is up and down a hill. If you would like to know more about any of the homes in Fountain Hills, give us a call, send us a text and email. We would love to share more information about Fountain Hills. So we've lived in this area for a long time. So very familiar with the area, familiar with the schools, familiar with all the amenities of the area. You can see more hills driving up the hill.
See nothing but sky now. Oh no!
And get up to the top of the hill, and then we're going to go down the hill.
As you see, quite green here too, with all the trees and palm trees and everything they have planted. It almost makes you forget that you're in the desert.
Now when it comes to shopping in Fountain Hills, there are three major grocery store chains here. We've got a Safeway here, there's also a Fry shopping center, and then there's a Bashas shopping center. And oh, I forgot, there's also Target. Target has a full grocery store in it. So most of the shopping in Fountain Hills is like the grocery stores. There's a few little boutique type shops. But other than that, Fountain Hills is kind of lacking in the shopping. So thankfully it's really close to Mesa and or Scottsdale and the big shopping malls that are located in both of those areas. So if you're needing clothing, things like that, then those areas are just, you know, 15-20 minutes away. But for grocery stores, we got you covered when you're here in Fountain Hills. Now when it comes to houses of worship here in Fountain Hills, I think just about all the major denominations are represented. If you are looking for a place to worship, we got you covered here in Fountain Hills as well. All right, here we are at the Fountain Hills High School. And this is located just up from the main shopping area in Fountain Hills, so pretty conveniently located throughout the community for the high school kids. So like I said, there's just the one high school here in Fountain Hills. They do have the AP level courses here, much smaller schools. So you're going to get maybe a little bit more attention here than you would if you chose to attend a school in a larger school district. So a little bit more of the high school, and even though it is a little bit smaller high school, they do have all the major sporting teams here. So you've got football and basketball and baseball and tennis and soccer and volleyball. Did I miss anything? And then on the far end of the high school are the pickleball courts. These are shared with the high school, but they're also managed by the Fountain Hills Pickleball Association. You do have to be a member to play here, and I was kind of surprised. We actually joined this club for a little while, and they have over 500 members. Who knew that pickleball was so popular? But apparently it is. It's the middle of the afternoon, so the courts are empty right now. But early in the morning and during the winter months, this place is packed, and it stays packed all day long. And then across the way you can see there's the football stadium. And here's the park area. We've got Golden Eagle Park. So there's tennis here and volleyball courts. You got some basketball courts. Again, it's kind of shared with the high school. So you know, it kind of plays double duty here. Just a little bit better view of the football stadium. And you can see those houses perched on the hilltop above it. So again, I don't know if you can see all the houses around here, but they're all up the hill, all kind of overlooking this park area. Got basketball here. I used to play tennis here a lot, so these tennis courts are really busy too. Not like, again, we're in the middle of the day now, so everything is empty. But on the weekends and in the mornings and in the evenings, this place is pretty busy with activity.
All right, hey guys, here's a bit closer view of the baseball fields. Now, when I was growing up in Scottsdale as a kid, we used to come over here quite a bit to play, and these are quite nice fields, very well taken care of. You have a number of them all around here, plus just good views all the way around. So if you like sports, come on out here. You can actually rent all of these fields as well if you want to hold a private event or anything else on them, or just practice and play a little bit. They got you covered.
We are now in driving through this little part of Fountain Hills called Sunridge Canyon, and I would say this is kind of the first master planned area of Fountain Hills. So the community was built around the Sunridge Golf Club, and all the same builder. So for Sunridge, yeah, most of the homes that were built here are going, pretty much all of them, unless they're right on the golf course. These are all going to be your single level homes. Typically you're going to find that they're like 3 bedrooms, 2, maybe 2.5 baths. You're going to have a separate living and dining area, and as well as a family room. A lot of these homes have a private pool. Most of them are going to have a 2-car garage. Several of them have a 3-car garage. So this is a very popular area in Fountain Hills. A lot of people like living in Sunridge because it's right on the golf course, and so you can get those golf course views. And if not, then you're going to have some terrific mountain views, as you can see. Look at all those mountain views all the way around. Those are the McDowell Mountains. So we are kind of on the McDowell Mountains. Those separate Fountain Hills from Scottsdale. And again, you can see all the homes up on the ridge there. So a lot of ridges in Fountain Hills. Again, you know, it gets its name for a reason. But a lot of fantastic views, sunrise views from here, because this is on the east side of the valley. So you're typically going to have the better sunrise views from over here. One other thing that you're going to want to know about Fountain Hills is we mentioned it is a bedroom community. So what that means is there's not a lot of businesses here. And so that means there's not a lot of businesses that can support the tax base. So Fountain Hills taxes tend to be a little bit higher than those in, say, Scottsdale or Phoenix or even Mesa area. So just be aware of that. The property taxes and the sales tax both here are going to be just a little bit higher than some of the other communities. But again, if you're looking for privacy and you're looking for a quiet community, then Fountain Hills is the place that you would want to be. And again, you know, if you'd like more information on Fountain Hills, shoot us a message. We're more than happy to share everything that we know about the community, tell you which places are good, which places aren't, where the nicer homes are, which ones are in gated communities, because there's several gated communities here as well. We can share with you which ones have fantastic views, everything you want to know. So hit us up, send us an email, DM, text, however you want to reach out to us. We're here for you. All right, this is one of our Fountain Hills' newest resort communities. This is called Adero. I believe it is a Marriott facility. So if you've got guests that are, if you're living here and you've got guests that want to come and visit and want a nice place to stay, I would highly recommend they check this place out. Actually, I heard that they had this whole place shut down for a couple of months earlier this year. I heard they were shooting one of those bachelor or bachelorette kind of movies here. So that it was interesting. There is an excellent restaurant here, so if you're looking for a really nice place to go for a nice evening, there's a restaurant here in Adero that kind of overlooks the valley down below. So we are on a ridge up here, and it overlooks the valley. There's the swimming pools and things like that. So you've got great sunset views, you got great mountain views, and the food is just excellent. All right, this is Fountain Hills' newest community, planned community. It's called the Darrow Canyon. So a lot of these houses are very, very expensive. Most of the houses in here are going to start about $1 million, even for the smallest properties. So you can see they're kind of all tucked up into the mountains. You've got the ridges, so you've got homes with great views up top. So you got a few patio homes down below, but a lot of new construction going on in this area. So if you're looking for a new home, want new construction, this would be one of the places that we would suggest that you come and check out with us. Another great thing about Fountain Hills I want to point out is the biking trails. So I don't know if you can notice there along the road, just about every road here has this big solid white line, and that's the bike path. A lot of people come out to Fountain Hills because it's such good exercise, riding your bike up and down all these hills. So they want to make sure that it's really safe. So if you're into biking, road biking, Fountain Hills is another great reason that you would want to move out here, is for all the great biking trails that are here.
So we're up here at the Darrow Canyon trailhead. They have this wonderful little picnic sitting area, nice and covered here, so you can relax a little bit while enjoying these fantastic views behind me. You can see that one mountain kind of in the middle there pointed out. That's actually Red Mountain there. Gets its namesake because it's a red colored mountain. You know, we're very original with our names a lot of the time.
Well, especially when the sun is hitting it, it really brightens up and it looks really red. Josh said this is called Adero Mountain, and if you are into hiking, Fountain Hills is a great place for you. This is just one of several hiking trails that are available. But if you are going to hike here, please be prepared. We want you to make sure you bring lots of water. The last thing we want is for people to have to be rescued on the trail. We want to turn around and look at the mountain, look at those views. That's what you're hiking up against. You get to the top there, and there's probably a half a dozen different trails that you can take, and you can go for a quarter-mile hike and all the way up to a 5-6 mile hike. And this actually goes way into the McDowell Mountain Preserve, so you can actually hike for literally miles if you wanted to.
You can do a 20-mile plus loop if you want to. Just make sure you have proper clothing for it, proper shoes, lots of water, and don't forget that sunscreen.
Well, thanks for joining us on our tour of Fountain Hills. We hope you enjoyed going with us as much as we enjoyed sharing it with you.
Now, if you have any questions or anything about any of the communities you've seen, or just general things about living here in Fountain Hills, please reach out to us. Always love taking your calls, texts, DMs, and just trying to share all the information that we have to help you out and then help you choose the ideal place that you'd like to live when coming here. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Remember, we upload weekly here, so if you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Phoenix metro area, this is your spot.
Catch you next time.